Here we read, Lynn wants to find the average or mean height of the fourth graders in her school. Question, which would be the best way to find this information? Well, let's begin by highlighting the key information and the key part of the question. So let's see, Lynn wants to find the average or mean height of the fourth graders, that's key, in her school. So not just anywhere, but in her school. And then the question, what would be the best way to find this information? That's pretty key. The best way is really the key part of this. Okay, well, let's consider the three answers. We're going to consider answers A, B, and C, one at a time. Answer A, add the heights of the tallest and shortest fourth graders in the school and divide that number in half. Well, let's think about this. If this little stick represents the height of the tallest person, and this little stick represents the height of the shortest fourth grader in the school, then we've got, well, there may only be two fourth graders in the school, and if that's the case, then the average of those two heights is the average or mean height of the fourth graders in our school. But that's probably unlikely. There are probably other fourth graders. And if we represent their heights by these sticks, what we need to take into account is the average that includes all of these heights. So we really need to add up all of these heights and divide by the number of heights. So A, just not a good answer. We can't count on the fact that there are only two students at the school. So let's go down and read B. B says, use an encyclopedia to find the average height of a fourth grade girl and a fourth grade boy and average those heights. Well, that encyclopedia is going to have data from who knows where, but not from Lynn's school, most likely. So that's going to be not very useful for Lynn. So we're going to strike that answer. So if A and B, at least A has some data from her school, and it's possible if there are only two fourth grade students, but B clearly makes no sense. So let's go on to C. Let's read C. Add up the heights of all the fourth graders in the school and divide that total by the number of fourth graders. Well, that's perfect. That's exactly how you go about finding the average or mean. You add up all the heights of in this case, fourth graders in the school and divide by the total number of fourth graders. That's perfect. That's using the formula for the average or mean. So in this case, C is the correct answer.